Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Jatasha Harris here, founder and CEO of the Mommy Juggler, a women's empowerment company here to help take the struggle out of the juggle. So we are here with another episode of Afternoon Nuggets with the Mommy Juggler. And I told you guys, if you've been following on social media, we had a special guest that was going to be joining us on today. I'm so excited. And I'm really excited for you to hear her story because her story is amazing. It's powerful. I got a chance to speak with her. And oh my goodness, I'm talking about jaw-dropping, like jaw-dropping for real. Man, the strength that this woman had to endure, the things she had to overcome, and out of it, the blessing that came from it. Talk about God really taking a mess and turning it into a blessing. That's exactly what he did. And now she is helping people all across the globe just by sharing her story of how this all manifests. So I'm not going to talk long. I'm going to get out of the way so you can hear it from her. She is waiting to share what has been on the inside of her and that has birthed over these past few years. And now she is on her way touching people all across the globe. So I have the honor and the pleasure to introduce to you all today Mrs. Andrea Lockart-Nixon. She is from the Raleigh, North Carolina area where she currently resides. She was born in Fayetteville, raised in Wilmington to the age of 2, and now she is living her blessed life with her husband and her 3 children. I cannot wait for you to hear which one of her children. I know all of them have, but one who inspired her to go ahead and start this journey here that we're going to be talking about today. So none other than Miss Andrea Lockart-Nixon. Are you there, Andrea?
Yes, I am, and I am so excited to be with you. You inspire me and millions of women around the world. I want you to know that.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Praise God. And it all came from him, so I definitely can't take the credit, but I'm so grateful that I said yes to be in the vessel. So, yes, I'm excited to talk to you. There's so much to talk about, but I know we are pressed for time. Because we literally can be here all day talking about the story. And I mean, the other day we just got into talking about one thing and led to another thing and talking about other issues that along the world. And I mean, that's just really how it went. So tell us a little bit about your journey. Like, how did this all come about? Can you kind of take us to the beginning, leading up into you now becoming a published author?
Yes. Well, it all started when my middle son, Aaron, he was bullied in school, and then he became the bully. And as he grew up, he graduated from school, and then he went to Wilmington to live with my father. And he went there, and he got into some trouble. And that led him to time he spent in prison. After that, I didn't know what to do because I thought for myself I would never raise a child that will go to prison. And when I started talking to him and, finding out some things, finding out that, Mom, hey, I was bullied in school. And then I started being a bully. And I started talking to him in depth about, well, what made you change? Why did you take this role? That he made a bad mistake, and again, he went to prison for it. So I asked God, I said, how can I cope with this? How can I cope with a child that's in prison? I love all 3 of my children. I have my eldest is Andre, and my middle son is Aaron, and my youngest child, her name is April. And I asked God, even though I had my 2 with me, well, April's away in college, but I asked God, how can I cope with my child in prison? So he spoke to me, he said, write about it. Write about it to help other children. So
Wow.
I said, really? Right? And it's always been a goal of mine, but I never thought I would accomplish it. And so that was in my bucket list, but again, I just didn't think I would do it. And so when God spoke to me and said, write about it, I started writing. And, you know, as I talked to my son and I learned different things and I wrote about it. And he said, help other children. So it was too late at this time for my child because he already is in prison. But there's a child that out there that could be helped. So I started my journey, and God, as God spoke to me, I put it down on the paper, and I said, okay, Lord, this is it. I had some people laugh at me, didn't take it serious. I had many people, say, Andrea, writing a book? Yeah, okay. I said, yes. I said, I'm going to write about my child's life in order to help another child's life. And that's exactly what I did. I wrote, but the first name, the name of my book is Two Muffins, and it's about bullying, and it's about a little girl named Cutie Pie Peggy and Aaron. He is a character in my book. And Cutie Pie Peggy was kind of a chubby little girl, and Aaron was the coolest guy in school. And they was in pre-K, and he teased her because she wanted two muffins. So it all began there, and you have to get the book in order to see how the end ends. But it is a spectacular, funny book, and it helps children to introduce them to acceptance. This is what I want children to be, accepting to other children, because you never know what you say to a child. Even pre-K, I teach pre-K. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. And I see it. Children at pre-K age learn and can be a bully. And so if you can get them at a young age and start saying, being cool is being lovable to people. Being cool is accepting that person difference. I see a lot of children that's been handicapped or have autism or that, be picked on because they are different in some type of way. But we all are different. But God accepts us for whom we are. And He looked at our heart. So I teach children at a young age, start accepting people for who they are. It doesn't matter what color, what religion, if you're poor, if you're rich. It doesn't matter. God loves us all. And that's how I began through my child's story and how it ended up in pages in a book.
That is so amazing. I just love your story. And I love that you chose to go in that direction and not the shame direction that a lot of people would have probably gone in, especially being a God-fearing woman, and then to have a son be incarcerated. People can make you feel all kind of bad and shameful and this, that, and I'm so grateful that you listened to the spirit inside of you and allow God to lead you in this direction, because look what you're doing. That is so awesome. So tell me, when you started to write your book, or when you decided that you were going on this journey, did you talk to your son about it, about using his story and what happened?
I did. I went to prison. I said, Aaron, I needed a way to escape, a way to cope with you being locked up. I said, I want to write a children's book talking about the many stories that you have faced and to help other children. I asked him, what do you feel about me writing about you? And he said, Mom, really? I said, yes, really. This didn't happen since this did happen, I said, let's do something positive out of it. What the devil meant for bad, God made it for good. And he said, okay, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. You can write about my life. And we began to talk, like I said, in depth about different things that would happen to him. And what happened was Aaron, because I was a single mom, of 3. And I couldn't afford the $200 to $300 sneakers. And when we moved to Raleigh, he went to a school up here that many middle class to rich people go, and he was teased about his sneakers, and then that hurt him. He came home many a days, and that hurt him, and he was like, "Why, Mom? Why am I getting teased?" Then he became that bully, and he took the wrong direction, and it followed him when he graduated from high school. He started hanging out with some boys in the neighborhood, like brothers, but they also took the wrong turn, and all of them went to prison for a mistake that they made. But again, through this, I wasn't going to hide it. I wasn't going to be ashamed about it. I just asked God to help me to get through this. And when he said write about it, I knew right then that I can touch somebody. And that's my mission, to touch a child, a family. And I want to also educate parents. Educate parents. Stop sending your child to the room. Talk about what's going on in their classroom. How was your day? Talk in the car. We have a rule in my house, when we sitting down for dinner, there's no cell phones at the table. It's time for me to talk. It's time for me to get to know my child, what happened today. And, many things happen. Parents look over. They're not aware of it. Same thing happened to me, because they simply not talking to the child. And when they see them, going into a corner and not really being sociable, like there is a problem somewhere. But we as parents, a lot of single mothers, a lot of single dads, we don't take the time to investigate. Mary used to be like this. What's going on with Mary? Oh, she's just going through a teenage spurt. No, find out what's going on. It's too many of parents and too many of teachers that is happening right in their classroom. Bullying is taking a place in the classroom, and the teacher is really not aware of it. We as educators got to be more aware, what's going on in our classroom, what's going on in our home, because it's not really all about going to school being bullied. It can happen in your home, being bullied. That's right. So it can happen on the bus. The bus driver have a responsibility. We all as a community have a responsibility. It can happen in the church, being bullied. So if everybody, I want to spread, my mission is to spread awareness of bullying, how it affects us, how it affects our children, how it affects us when we grow up. And let us know, and my mission also is to let God loves us. He can pull us through anything. He is faithful to us, and he loves us whether we short, medium, tall, fat, big. He doesn't. God don't look at all of that. He looks at our heart, and that's what I want children to understand. There's a man above that loves us, and he has the greatest love and that can overcome any obstacle in your life.
That's right.
I can go on and on and on. I'm sorry.
I love it. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Exactly what's needed. You need a voice through all of us. You said it's our ability, the need, ability, the community. So I applaud you. You are so much. So tell me your website, where we can find. Do you begin any engagements, especially around this month? I think I hear some feedback.
Yes, I'm losing you some.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was asking, tell us where we can find you, right? Because I know people are going to want to purchase this book, because I know specifically some parents that are going through this right now with their children. So I definitely want to share your website with them. But tell us where to find you, can we get a copy of the book, and your website too. So if people are wanting you to come to their school, to come speak to their groups, their youth groups, is that something that you are you doing, you and your son? Do you bring your son with you to some of your engagements?
Yeah, I do. Right now he is working, but Aaron is totally supports me. And when he comes to book signings with me. And when he comes to my speaking engagement with me. He supports me, and he stand up to tell children his story, how he was bullied and then he became the bully. Because he said if he can help in any way, Mom, to spread that bullying is wrong. And it doesn't necessarily always have to be hitting. It could be downgrading someone. It can be verbal. It can be physical. So bullying is all around. And you know what I really get tired of is seeing on the news a child come home hanging themselves, a child come home shooting themselves, a child come home stabbing themselves, all because somebody is not paying attention. Somebody has slipped. Somebody is not doing their job. And and then they close themselves from them and feel as though it's nobody will understand. I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm ugly, and they fight the internal hurt by themselves, and they feel as though they have no way out except taking a life. But I'm here to tell you there is a way out. Christ Jesus, there is a way out. We can, as parents, as ministers, as bus drivers, as neighbors, there is a way out. It don't take nothing to share a little love. It doesn't take nothing to go to your child and say, hey, I hope you're not bullying nobody at school. I hope you're saying positive things to children. And I'm on a mission I don't want to see statistics going up anymore about teenagers or small children taking their lives. I'm here to put an end to it. Jesus Christ loves you, and I love you. You can find me. My book site is Andrea Lockart-Nixon at let me get this together. Andrea Lockart-Nixon wixsite. That's WIXSITE.com/2Muffins. I'm going to say that again. My website is Andrea Lockart-Nixon WIXSITE.com/2Muffins. You can also, I do a lot of speaking engagement. You can also email me at LAJseries@gmail.com. That is ALJseries@gmail.com. And you can also find me on Facebook, ALJ Series Facebook. So look me up, and I'll be glad to come to speaking engagement. If my son can join me, he will. He works 2 jobs, so he stay busy. But you can find me on these sites, and you can purchase my book, 2 Muffins. It's a great book. I love it. It's my first one. I also have a second book that's coming out, and that is called The Toolbox. It will be out spring, April 2019. So looking forward to sharing that story with you, The Toolbox. I'm excited, and that's dedicated to my father that recently passed away. He had Lewy body dementia, and a portion of my proceeds from this book will be going to the Lewy body Foundation to help find a cure for Lewy body dementia. And this book, The Toolbox, will be dedicated to him. So I'm excited. Yes.
Wow, you are just so amazing. Oh, my goodness. This was so good, so good. I feel like this is going to be another continuation of the topic of bullying. I mean, this is huge, and there's so much work that needs to be done. I'm so grateful that you are taking the stand, for it, because I think you'll have definitely a lot of people standing behind you or standing alongside of you to take on this mission as well. I am going to definitely be in touch with you after this, because I actually have a new opportunity that came to me, and someone is looking for someone to be a voice on a national level. So I will be sending you a message after that to see if this is something that you know fits with what you have going on, to tackle this. And I know specifically their heart, this person's heart, is really for bullying. So I'll be sending that to you. That just came to me today, as a matter of fact. So yeah. So I'm so happy, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Andrea's story. I mean, oh my goodness, amazing. Definitely go and check out her website. Go to purchase her book. I know she's going to be doing a book signing at my son's school soon, so I cannot wait to be a part of that and to get my copy, because I definitely want to have that conversation at home again. And with my children, we talk about this on a regular basis, but continue to talk, like she said, find out what's going on, look for signals, signs when your children, you know, they're acting different, distant, they want to be in their rooms all the time. Those are signs that some conversations or something is going on at school or somewhere outside of the house. And do not ignore it. Don't just put them on a device and think that, you know, because they're right home, nothing's going on. Even on those devices, look to see what they're watching. There's bullying stuff going on right on those devices as well. So anyway, Andrea.
One more thing I do want to say is we need at home, teach your child self-value. If you teach your child self-value, that they are special, that they are beautiful, that they are smart, if you install that in your child, it doesn't matter what anybody else say. Sally would think, well, that's not what my family say. That's not what my mother say. My mother said that God loves me. My mother said that she loves me. So if you install self-value in your child, they are more to be not one of the ones that come home and kill themselves and take their own life. Install that. That's a topic that I talk about during my speaking engagement. But I'm not going to take up any more time. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. It was a pleasure. I cannot wait to see your next book, The Toolbox, and hear all about that as well. All right, everyone, so have a great night, and we will see you again on Afternoon Nuggets with the Mommy Juggler. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much, Andrea. Take care. Much success to you in everything that you're doing. God bless you. Bye-bye.